Welcome back to another Adventures with John Jr. video. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, and night. Today's adventure is going to take place in the comfort of my own room. Now today's video, as you see in the title, it's going to be HHN 30 maze speculations for 2020. Now there's a lot of people out there who are fans of Horror Nights and love going to the event, and a lot of them like to speculate which mazes are going to happen during that year. Now this all can happen in a whole span of a year. People can start speculating during Halloween Horror Nights is going on for next year, and a lot of people have been speculating a lot of things, and I have some notes here. I have notes here written down just in case I forget anything, but there are a lot of speculations for this year. Now you guys are probably wondering,
it's barely March, why are you talking about Halloween?
It's never too early to talk about Halloween. Halloween should be a holiday that should be celebrated once every month. That's all I gotta say, because Halloween is the best. Well, besides Christmas, but like Halloween is just awesome. But without further ado, let's get on to these HHN 30 maze speculations for 2020. Before I continue on with today's video, if you have any movies or TV shows that you would love to see as a maze at Halloween Horror Nights, comment down below. I'm curious to see how spooky your imagination is. Category 1 is speculations. Now for HHN 30 this year, it's going to be the 30th year of HHN, so a lot of people are expecting this to be like a big blowout, have some throwback mazes, throwback shows, all that stuff. So we're going to see for this year. I don't know, because budget might be a little tight, especially with these closures, so it could be black walls galore. But anyway, so the first speculation is Invisible Man. Invisible Man is a Universal classic monster movie, and a monster, obviously classic monster. But we don't know. People are speculating maybe it's going to be the 2020 version that just barely came out, because it is a Blumhouse production movie. So, and Blumhouse has worked with Universal Halloween Horror Nights for the past a few years now. They did like the Happy Death Day, Truth or Dare, and so they've been previously working with Halloween Horror Nights. So is there a possibility that Invisible Man might come to HHN? Yes, but many people are wondering, how are they going to do a maze based on Invisible Man? Since Invisible Man in the movie, he's actually invisible, which in the 1930s movie, he is not invisible. He is invisible, but he has like gauze around him, gauze. So we don't know. We're thinking that maybe they can do very good with the 1930s, since it's an original classic monsters, and last year and the year before that they did Universal classic monsters, like a whole maze based on all the classic monsters, and then they also did a maze based on Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, the classic ones from last year. So is there a possibility that the 1930s Invisible Man can come to Halloween Horror Nights this year? Yes. Is it possible that the 2020 version can come this year? Yes, but people are kind of weirded out, saying how are they going to do that? Is it just going to be black walls with air hitting you? Like, what's gonna happen? The second speculation is Candyman. This speculation, people have been wanting this maze for a while. Like, this is like one of the most requested mazes, besides another maze I'm about to tell you guys in a little bit, but this is one of the most requested one, Candyman. Candyman is a film that is going to be released this year, 2020, and the production company is Monkey Paw Productions, which is Jordan Peele's production that produced Us, and last year, if you guys are familiar, Us was a maze for Halloween Horror Nights. So is there a possibility that this year's Candyman, the 2020 version, can become a maze for HHN 30? Yes, since Jordan Peele has already worked with Halloween Horror Nights last year, so we can. And also that maze was really good. Us maze was really good. So I'm kind of excited that if Candyman is a maze this year, I'm kind of excited to see what they'll do. Now this third speculation is more of like me. I'm speculating. I want this. It's kind of more of like a want, but also it's a speculation as well, because Universal Classic Monsters have been doing mazes for the past 2 years in a row, so why not have one more Universal Classic Monster? And this Universal Classic Monster was left out in the first year that they did Universal Classic Monsters, like all together in one maze, which was the creature from the Black Lagoon. Now I actually really enjoyed that movie. That movie is pretty good. I really like the creature, like the design. It's like a full-on half man half fish type of monster, and I think it would be really cool to do a maze. Just imagine like a lagoon, like you're walking through like a lagoon, all the trees and like the sea, like I can just imagine it already in my head, that maze happening. I don't know if that will happen, but so many people have been requesting that as well. It's a creature from the Black Lagoon, and I actually want a maze like that, but just him by himself, because I feel like the creature from the Black Lagoon doesn't really get enough recognition for his movie or whatever. But I really do enjoy the creature from the Black Lagoon, so I think it'll be a really good maze for HHN 30. The last maze speculation is everyone's most requested. And every year people are like, why can't you bring this one as maze? Why can't we do this one? Is Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, now listen, there are 50-50 people really want this maze, people really don't really want it because this movie is not like technically like a horror movie, scary movie like Michael Myers is, you know, slasher films, Friday the 13th, all that stuff. It's more of like kind of like goes into the basis of Ghostbusters. Now, this wouldn't be the first time they did a maze based on like a movie that isn't scary. Ghostbusters last year, I was very skeptical about that maze because Ghostbusters isn't a scary movie. It's more of like a funny comedic, you know, little monsters thing, kind of like a Scooby-Doo thing. And honestly, it did pretty good as a maze. The only thing is there was a few sets that needed a little more. It was a lot of black walls, but you know, if they want to do Beetlejuice, they need to have 0 black walls. This one the budget needs to go all into this maze if they're gonna do Beetlejuice. Like, Beetlejuice has so many unique, awesome sets, like from the movies to like the design. It's like so many colors. It's just, I think that if they do Beetlejuice, they need to do this into a soundstage. Beetlejuice deserves to be in a soundstage because they have so many unique, you know, sets and props, and I think that it would be an amazing maze. I think that would be probably top #1, and just make it scary. The music make it scary. I know Beetlejuice is not really a scary movie, but I think and I have a feeling that it would be good as a maze, especially with the set wise and all that stuff. So who knows, we can get Beetlejuice this year. Also, the reason why people are speculating Beetlejuice is because last year they had 80s night on Thursdays, so it's like a throwback Thursdays thing. So, and the host of that was Beetlejuice himself, so people were speculating maybe that's a hint that John Murdy, the creative director of Halloween Horror Nights, was throwing at us, like, if you can throw out Beetlejuice for Halloween Horror Nights, then that means that he's gonna come for next year. But we don't know. It might come, it might not. We just have to see until John Murdy himself starts announcing which mazes are coming this year for 2020. Now this is the last category. And you see the title, you see the thumbnail. This is the part of the video where I talk about Billie Eilish rumored to come to HHN 30 as having her own maze. Is this a possibility? It could be a possibility. The reason is, I feel like this would be a good idea. A lot of people are like, leave it. She needs to just stay in the music industry, all that stuff. I feel like it'll be a good idea and a good fit. Here, marketing. Marketing is #1. People love Billie Eilish. She has a big following, a big fan base. She has like a stan army. Like, people love Billie Eilish. There's people who hate her, but there's people who really love her. There's a lot of people out there who really love her, and I'm one of them, and a few of my friends are one of them too. I love Billie Eilish a lot. I love her music. I like what she stands for. I love everything she speaks about. So I am a big fan of Billie Eilish. So obviously I'm gonna be biased and say I will love a Billie Eilish maze, but a lot of people don't want it. People are like, keep her away. But I feel like it'll be a good idea, and the reason why is because the marketing, obviously it'll draw a lot of attention. It'll draw people to come to Halloween Horror Nights, a lot of big crowds and stuff like that, the attendance, the money, all that stuff. But also, people don't want her there because they're like, okay, her music is so depressing. Her music is, it's not really depressing. It just sounds depressing. There's a few songs that are very depressing, but most of it it's very cool. Have her compose music for a maze, and I feel like this would be a great idea for Billie Eilish. And this wouldn't be the first time a musical artist or a band has composed music or has had their own maze before at Halloween Horror Nights. Black Sabbath has had their own maze before and composed music for their own maze. Alice Cooper has had his own maze before and composed his own music for the maze. Slash has composed music for mazes for years now, and there's an artist Figure who has been doing many mazes for the past years now. So it could be a possibility that Billie Eilish can compose her own music for a maze. But also, people really would want to see, there's some people out there who really would want to see what she brings to Halloween Horror Nights. Now this is she's no stranger to any horror things. You guys can see Bury Your Friend is a very creepy video. All the Good Girls Go to Hell is a creepy video, and those are two videos that can be a great idea to be into a maze. But people don't want it because it's not enough content wise for a maze. Now this is the reason why, because if you do a IP like a movie, you have so many locations and to go to, you know, houses, you know, the outdoors, and you have a parking lot, and you know, people can, you know, they can work with different sets. With Billie Eilish, it's just she's in one room or she's like in one location, so it's not going to be enough to do a full complete 5-minute 6-minute maze. But I feel like it would be good if she were to do like an original maze, not based on her music videos, not based on her music, based on like her mind, because she draws her own actual creatures, like real weird creatures. She draws them, and I feel like that would be cool to bring it to life and have black lights and like all that stuff. And her album When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go is based on the Babadook. Like, it was inspired by the Babadook, which is her favorite horror movie. And the cover art is like, it's very creepy. It gives you like Exorcist vibes. So who knows, if she could do her own original maze, not based on her music videos, not based on her music, she can compose like regular music, like original music for the maze. I think it'll be a pretty good maze. Who knows, because when Stranger Things came out, people were kind of speculating, you know, oh, it's not really scary and all that stuff, but it drew a lot of attention, a lot of marketing. People loved that maze. It was like the longest wait times for any of the mazes around Halloween Horror Nights. So who knows, this can be a great marketing idea. It can be great for advertising, promoting Halloween Horror Nights. And who knows, she can surprise us. She can surprise us with a very great maze, because we even thought Ghostbusters is not scary, but Ghostbusters was pretty good. It wasn't very scary, but it was good set wise. So who knows, Billie Eilish, is there a possibility that Billie Eilish can come to HHN 30? Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked me, hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on the post notifications so you can be notified every time I'm in the parks. Thank you guys so much, and as always, I'll see you guys in the parks.